Alright, so this will be a pseudo review of a game that I recently played, well, more specifically, a demo. So, made by the same devs that brought us Monster Sanctuary comes a brand new roguelike slash light in AetherMancer. The demo is out now and allows you to fight the first two main bosses, I believe, slash explore the first two zones of the game. I've got to say, after spending some time with the game, I've been having a blast. I haven't utilized most of the monsters yet. I have some favorites, but overall, I am having fun. This is a pseudo review of the demo, and I will include some changes I personally would like to see get added slash changed in the full release, because there is a few things that need to be added slash changed. Visually wise, the game is great. The art style is fantastic, and the monsters look great. Monster wise, for the most part, some of them do take inspiration from other monster collecting media. There are some, though, that have a unique design to them, namely the two monsters you could start with and the bosses. Gameplay-wise, it's turn-based combat, and you gain an elemental orb based on the monsters and equipment you have on you. The orbs is how you get to use your abilities, and you gain more abilities when you level up. You get 1 pip per battle, or more depending on the run. There are other ways of getting pips of XP, but that's part of the randomness. However, whenever you summon a new monster deep into a zone, it will automatically level up to match your team, which is very nice. However, one thing that does suck is not being able to take off slash change slash switch equipment freely. You're stuck with the gear you got, and it gets forced off and sold when you replace it. The worst part is, there is no confirm or deny option when given the option for most things. For some, there is. For others, there is not. And that sucks. The main gameplay loop is you start with one monster, and each floor you get, you get to summon one monster from a pool of monsters you've captured. It's only 3 at a time, however, and it's random. However, with enough resources, you could start a run with any monster you've captured for sure. The way to capture monsters is by staggering them, by breaking the gem, and having a capture device with you, which is unfortunately also random whether or not you get it or not. Each run you start off with minimum 1, and depending on the run, you can get more. Let's start with something I really want to see changed. Each run you start with minimum 3 of the creature devices. You start with 3 of the creature devices, 3 at minimum. This would make things easier to capture newer monsters instead of having to dedicate a run for one monster. To add to it, ideally, if you decide not to call upon a monster, you get a random boon for the run. Lastly, when it comes to the monsters, even if you have a full party of 3, if you summon another monster, one of the ones in the party have to be replaced completely. I personally would prefer if they were put into a reserve instead. It also helped to not waste the summon either, because what's the point in summoning when you have a full, healthy team? I understand you can summon whenever on the floor, so if a monster does get KO'd, you can summon a brand new monster. Outside of the monsters, one thing I'd like to see added is a confirm slash deny button slash a back button in some menus when you choose something. This is mostly for talking to NPCs and accidentally button mashing. When it comes to the home base, the most you'll get is getting to permanently unlock a monster to start with, minor upgrades, and that's pretty much it. Home base is pretty small as well, so I'm hoping in the full release it gets more filled out with more NPCs that, give you more boons. Overall, the game is great, but it could be better, obviously. Before anyone asks, I do plan on doing a full walkthrough, hopefully, of Monster Sanctuary. With that all said and done, AetherMancer is a great demo, and I'm looking forward to the full release.